way technology is helping us now, I like to say, is really moving what we see in terms of school feeding programs at the moment, which is really a 20th century kind of operation into the 21st century. And what that means, what that looks like at the moment, is automating and putting in more systems in terms of, as I was saying, monitoring better the programs remotely, how to merge together different data sets so that we can understand at the same time how much are these programs costing, who is eating what are the stocks in every school, where do we have potential problems that we need to focus on, how do we look at also combining vulnerabilities and where are people with more needs with where are these programs being located. So issues around targeting of the programs. So around the issue of efficiency and how do we make sure that these programs are also as transparent and accountable as possible while at the same time being cost efficient. That, I would say, is the challenge right now, and it is really about how to make these operations smoother for the children that we serve right now. If we look maybe 10 years from now and you ask me what my dream is, first of all, I would like every child in the world that needs a meal in school to get that meal in school. And we know that we have around 73 million children that are living in extreme poverty that don't have access to these programs right now, and before the COVID crisis. Right now, it's much more, many more children. So we already knew before the COVID crisis that we had a huge gap that we needed to fill. But what the programs would look like in the future, if I start to dream a little bit, what I would like to see is, for example, programs that are specifically tailored to the needs of the particular child. So how do we enhance our ability to understand what that family situation is, family per family? Are we talking about single parent households? Are we talking about children that have specific vulnerabilities? Are we talking about children that have disabilities? Are we talking about children that have specific nutritional requirements? And it would be wonderful if we could see programs that are addressing the specific needs of that child in every school, in every country. That would mean, of course, enhancing our ability to have vision, to have visibility within each household, and being able to build vulnerability indices and analyses per family, per child, to be able to target that support. And of course, it would mean re-engineering the programs so that we can have almost an individualized approach to the support that children get. The other solution also to ensure that these programs are affordable and that they don't become, completely out of reach, is that some families really need meals that are free, because they don't have the support, they don't have the income to even afford that meal in school for their children or to send them a lunchbox. But there are other families that are better off. And those families, for example, can afford to pay a percentage of that meal. Let's say that they pay 50% of the meal and the other 50% is free. And then we have other families that really are super well off that can pay for the whole meal. And so children, really, when they get to school, they would have a little card or a little voucher where they swipe it, and then the system itself knows this child gets a free meal, this child gets 20% of a subsidy, this child gets 50% of a subsidy. But that sort of advanced knowledge of what do children and their families need, what is their income status, and how do we connect that to a charging system so that we are sharing the costs among society, would be also a really important innovation to be able to live in a world where the better off amongst ourselves are also sharing the meal, literally, with the children that need it the most in real time.